Hey folks, Jerome Forestwood here. It's 3:19 p.m. on June 18th, 2024 in Westside, Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. It is 19 degrees outside on a sunny afternoon in the city. In this video, I walked for 1.8 kilometers starting in South Cambie by the bus stop at Oak in West 17th. Then this will north on Oak, east on West Broadway, ending my trek in Mount Pleasant at Broadway City Hall SkyTrain Station. To support the channel, click the heart icon to send me a super thanks. For updates, follow me on TikTok and Instagram at jforestwood. And if you enjoyed this video, smash that like button, share it, and subscribe. Hey folks, Jerome Forestwood here. Got the Sunshine Market across the street from you, as well as Max's Deli and Bakery over here on Oak Street in the Fairview neighborhood. We're over by West 15. You can see there's a little stretch of retail here. A lot of different shops and stores. This looks like a vintage store. Very cool. Very, very cool. Across the street here. And of course we are in the Fairview neighborhood along Oak Street here. I just finished filming a few videos on Oak Street in the South Cambie neighborhood, which is adjacent to the Shaughnessy neighborhood. Very interesting to see. Haven't filmed in that area before, so definitely just wanted to check out the strip. Yeah, we'll keep walking here. Of course, we're over here at 14th Ave. We're getting close to the hospital, in the hospital zone. That'll be Vancouver General Hospital. That's around 10th and 12th Ave. So another block or two across the street. Over here it's a lot of older condominiums as well as apartment rentals in this area.
Wait for me.
And it's a big it is a bit difficult to tell the difference. In the future, once they build the subway project, a lot of these older buildings will be bought up by developers and torn down, and towers will be built. I'm surprised it's not happening already, but at least on this stretch, it will be happening at some point in time. It's just how cities change and grow. I love how the single family home dwellers are like, yes, let's build more buildings on a seismically active area. Meanwhile, they own homes in a seismically active area. So the criticisms are really mute. Just being mute.
A lot of these older buildings aren't going to be built to the newer building standards. That will deal better with issues like earthquakes, especially here in Vancouver, which is along the Pacific Rim, seismically active area that goes around the Pacific Ocean. And there is Vancouver General Hospital right there. Oh yeah. Suplex, back down. Yeah, looks like we can cross. So we will. And we'll continue to walk here. This is the Sid and Joan Barzig courtyard. So they still have Starbucks in there. And over here there's Shoppers Drug Mart. Show you the sign in a minute. There's that Shoppers Drug Mart over there at the Gordon and Leslie Diamond Health Care Center. Keep walking here. Of course, 12th Ave is the main drag for the hospital. And over here on 11th and 10th, you're going to find a lot more foundations and research centers. So across the street there, that's the BC Lung Center. Or Lung Foundation, sorry. Charitable organization adjacent to the hospital. I got a development application here. Like they're going to build another building here, and it's going to store their generator units and their fuel tanks. Oh, very cool. So it's going to be a tiny little building built on this little block right here. That's where they're going to have their generator stations. That's awesome. And like I said, here's the Jack Bell Research Center. So a lot more of the research centers in town here. And that has a partnership between the University of British Columbia and the hospital. Of course, the University of British Columbia has its own hospital on site. Over at their University Endowments land area. That's where I'm from. That's where home is. Just keep walking. Here's a West 10th Ave. Over here you can see on the street they have their hospital zone labels to announce when you're coming from Broadway. You are in the hospital zone, where the majority of the traffic comes from. You don't see it come from the other angle though, eh? Which is very interesting. They have these walkways on the other side. South of the hospital. I'll keep walking here. Down Oak Street. Let's wait for this guy to come on in. He's being pretty efficient. Good to see. Over here you can start to see a little bit of the construction popping out from the Broadway subway extension project, where they're extending the SkyTrain tracks underground along Broadway Avenue. Walk on the shady side of the street here. lot of the businesses down on this side of the subway project have been dealing with the issues of being closed down or not getting as much business as they used to due to the subway extension project. And that's natural for whenever you have a project of this magnitude coming through an area. Of course, you can see at least the city's tried very hard to make these areas accessible, so as many of the businesses as possible can survive. Of course, eventually all this will go away and it'll be easier again to access. Let's see if we run into a snag over here or not. You should be able to continue through, not necessarily through the wall. There should be a turn here. Here you can see into the subway extension project, eh? Look at that. She's coming along. They got part of the tunnel there already. Wow, that's interesting. And 2 clicks and we're back up. Yeah, we'll keep walking here. We're now on West Broadway. I always love hearing the eclectic choices of construction workers. They're playing some hip hop now, but I have heard other things before. Everything from K-pop to jazz music. Now we'll keep walking here. Building above us here. And they are renovating. They put in some new windows. And they basically gutted the rest of the building except for the outside structure. And I'm pretty sure on this side they're going to be tearing down the old pub that's here. And building a nice tall building. So people can have some housing. Hopefully people that want to buy housing. Unfortunately, at these signs and times, you'll often hear governments at both the federal and provincial level talking about building affordable housing for young people. Or so the term affordable isn't talking to homes that people can afford, but that would be subsidized housing for poor people. A lot of those people come with many issues, and we do need affordable housing. But we also need housing for people that just want to buy a home. They work hard, they pay taxes, they want to buy a home. And what we need is a focus on both of those issues. And hopefully that happens in the future. But not necessarily seems to be what's happening right now. We are talking about homes that people want to buy. It seems like the federal government is just showing up to existing projects that are already years in the process, and then just handing money over to cities and taking claim and ownership for building those homes. Which isn't really building new homes, even though they add those existing builds to their number of homes that they've built. Fudging the statistics is what some people may say. let's keep going. So this area is going to get built up. And if you were to actually pull up the street here, underneath you'd find that construction project that we took a look at. Because those streets right now here on West Broadway are just supported by a really huge, massive scaffolding. While construction is happening literally beneath our feet for the subway project. Fascinating. And this will be the intersection of Heather and West Broadway. And from this angle you can see part of the downtown. There's one of my favorite coffee chains, the Blends Coffee over there. That place is okay. Not specific blends. Does the job. That's a little smaller than some others. Let's keep walking here. Looks like we're gonna have an Avid Cafe move in. That is cool. And they're gonna be open till 11 p.m. That's handy. Looking forward to that. Seeing what that business is. And spending some money there. And we're just passing River Sushi. And over here is A Bento, another sushi restaurant. Looks like they do a little more, no, not sushi, noodles and fried chicken. No big surprise there with the fried chicken. Vancouver does have an addiction to fried chicken, which is awesome. Here's the book warehouse. Let's take a quick peek inside. There's the book warehouse for you. On a weekend, this place can get really packed, believe it or not. There's the number 9 bus. That's going all the way to Boundary Road, stopping at every stop along West Broadway and East Broadway as it heads on over there, and does the exact same thing in the other direction all the way over to Alma Street at the border between Kitsilano and West Point Grey. Across Ash Street here. Across the street at Ash we do have a local cactus club. On this side you have the Elysian Coffee Roasters. And you can see Elysian Coffee Roasters cafes in other areas, including over on Ontario Street at Ontario and West 7th in the Mount Pleasant neighborhood. The number of people is increasing. We must be coming to a hub. And that, of course, is true. We're in and around the bus bays for Cambie Station. As a lot of people refer to it, but it's really called Broadway City Hall Station. Cambie's just shorter to say, so that's how they say it. And across the street, that's bus bay 4 right there. And that's where I'll be catching the number 99 back when I'm coming back. And heading all the way back to PBC. Love that t-shirt. Saskatchewan Tough. Rough Riders t-shirt. Let's keep going. Looks like someone's got a moving box. There's a Home Depot close to us here on Cambie Street. Cambie Street's right ahead of us here at the intersection of West Broadway and Cambie. Keep walking here. The construction over here, so of course for the subway project, but all businesses in and around, unless they're closed, are open right now and willing to take your money in exchange for their products, including this Starbucks right here. Nice little place. Great little patio. And this is the intersection of West Broadway and Cambie Street. Yeah, if you got some really good eyes, you'll be able to see the Vancouver Observation Tower. That's on top of Harbourfront Centre in the downtown. And this is the number 99 Commercial Broadway bus. It's head on over to Commercial Broadway Station over on the drive. See all the people here. We'll be hitting one of the rushes. Whoops, walked into the line by accident. And this is Broadway City Hall Station. This is on Broadway Street, and City Hall is just to the south of the station here. And turn the street here. Turn around the corner.
Stay with me, please.
Oh. Looks like we're going to miss the subway, which is technically the SkyTrain here in Vancouver. No big deal. There'll be another one coming in 2 to 3 weeks, or 2 to 3 minutes. Oh man, it looks like Vampire Weekend's playing over at Deer Lake Park on the 18th. Very cool. Anyways, folks, thanks for coming along. Just remember to share, like, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you later, okay? Have a good day.